Hello everyone. We are going to discuss those pictures that are nominated for the Best Picture Award for the 2026 Oscars Academy Awards. And we have, I think, 10 movies shortlisted for the nominated for the Best Picture Award. And I have with me Jittu Varghese, who is a cinephile. And he'll be talking to us his thoughts on these 10 movies, and we're going to do this sort of, let's say, I don't know, podcast or a talk or whatever. But anyway, we'll end up discussing these 10 movies. All right, where do you want to start?
I would like to start by pointing out the fact that this is a big category. I mean, there are a lot of movies.
There are 10 movies.
And
Is it normal to have 10 movies in the
yeah, of course. I mean, it's part of the Academy's agenda
agenda
to
to have 10
open
movies?
up the category in a way to include these popular movies.
Maybe a couple of lines on how are these movies picked?
I mean, there's a sort of balance that the Academy wants to achieve in this category. You have this kind of popular cinema, the kind of representation for popular cinema should be achieved through some films in this category, and that is a criteria that they want to look forward. So that is there, and we have many films that ascribe to this particular category. And of course, when you compare it with the list from the category from last year, you could say that it is very better, comparatively, because there is no Emilia Paris, and that film was an atrocity, and there are no films like Emilia Paris this year. So it's
Going to win the award, did it? No, it did not.
I think it didn't. But then again, it was an abomination. And this year we have a better list, of course.
All right, I think I'll start with the one movie which sort of sabotaged my adrenaline system.
Yeah.
Guess.
I mean, there's a lot to guess here.
F1.
Yeah, okay.
F1. Oh my god! I don't know. I should have. What happened was I should have actually watched an IMAX or 4DX, but for some reason I could not. And then it had a digital release, and I did not watch. Guess why? Because Apple has actually released a haptic trailer, so there will be shake of a hand. And I expected Apple. I thought Apple might actually go on to release an entire movie with haptic feedback. So it did not happen, but finally I ended up watching last December. Uh, I'll speak a bit about the movie, of course, because I mean it is a drama. It literally is a drama. I'm 100% sure that such thing will never happen in real F1 movies.
Yeah.
But it was a well curated drama. It was well written drama, right on the point to give the viewers the right amount of hormone rush it intended to.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Of course, I agree with it completely, and I got the opportunity to watch the film in IMAX. So
You did watch it?
yeah, I watched it in IMAX, and it was, of course, one of the best theater experience of 2025. And again, like you mentioned, the kind of template is not new. Like you have
Correct,
this
correct.
old guy, having a chance, or getting the second chance to do the thing that he couldn't do when he was very much younger. So we have Brad Pitt coming in, and it's really the movie. It sits on his shoulders, if you will. So it kind of have his magnetic personality driving the film, or whole way. And yeah, Yari Baldwin was there, and yeah, but then again, Brad Pitt was the central point of attraction. And the film was very brilliant, and the point to which I want to connect it, the film, is how it's a representation of the popular cinema in the category. Because this film, if you look at it, it's a tried and tested formula being replicated again. But then again, it caters to everyone. It's easily accessible. You do not need a lot of effort to sit through the
Correct, correct, correct.
it is a breeze.
Long movie also.
Yeah, it's a long movie, but then again,
You wouldn't feel the length.
so I would say this is one of the popular films in the
Yes.
category. Yeah.
All right. Any chances?
No.
Definitely no.
I don't.
I mean,
I mean, the competition is real. I mean, it doesn't stand a chance.
insane competition, and I'm sure it is nowhere near. Okay, a movie that I haven't watched yet, and I don't feel like watching. I'm sorry, Bugonia.
Okay, Bukonia, yes, and
No, I mean, like, I have now. I don't trust lengthy movies anymore.
yeah,
I mean, he's becoming, the style is getting repeated, just like Wes Anderson. It's a copy of a copy of a copy. I mean, I haven't watched the movie, so I shouldn't be telling this, but yeah.
yeah. Wes Anderson also had a film this year, but
Which is the movie? Oh yeah,
Mission Scheme.
yeah, yeah.
It didn't get it. But then again, this film, Yorgos Lanthimos' film, Bugonia, it's a remake from 2006.
No,
Yeah,
remake of what?
South Korean apparently classic film. There, I don't know. I haven't watched it, but then again, the film, it's not good. I would say. I mean, personally, I couldn't.
And this Emma Stone and Lanthimos pattern is also becoming a bit. I'm getting tired of it.
Yes,
A bit, just a bit.
yeah, it feels repetitive, but then again, if you could bring in something refreshing with the film, it wouldn't matter. But then again, this film, Begonia, it's I felt like it was cheap.
Any chances?
No, no chance. Absolutely no chance.
All right. Third movie I haven't watched. I should have. Frankenstein. What do you think about the movie?
Oh man, it's
I mean, like I mean, something I've noticed every year in popular culture, be it a book or a movie or something else, there is one thing getting released about Frankenstein. I mean, one new thing adding to that list every year. Frankenstein and Frankenstein.
yeah, yes, of course. And I think there's also another movie coming out this year, Bride.
That's also based on Frankenstein.
I believe, yes. It stars, Christian Bale and Maggie Gyllenhaal. They are all there in the film. But then again, coming back, we are talking about Frankenstein. Yes. So Frankenstein is a Netflix production, and that is the number one drawback, I would say, because this film, it looks like a gem. It's beautiful to look at. I mean, the experience, yeah, it's the cinematography and the VFX, everything, the practical effects, everything falls into place. It's brilliant. I mean,
Oscar Isaac and Leonardo.
yeah, Jacob Elordi. And but, Mia Goth is also there. And I mean, the costume design is brilliant. I mean, everything is perfect. But then again, you are forced to watch it in Netflix, on Netflix. Yeah, and that.
Who's playing Frankenstein?
Jacob Elordi. No.
Oscar
Oscar
Isaac.
Isaac. The monster is played by Jacob Elordi.
And scientist?
Uh,
That's Elrodi.
yeah, no.
That's also
Yeah, Oscar Isaac. I mean,
doing both the roles.
no. So scientist, I guess, was it?
No, mate. All right. So, any chances?
I mean, the visual department is awesome, and everything about the movie feels very good. But then again, it's a Netflix thing. I want to experience this film in a big screen, in an IMAX perhaps. But
It never had a theater
no, we
release.
never had the opportunity. But I think in America they had this limited release before the Netflix premiere. So they some of them had the opportunity to watch it, and we were denied that. And it is a good movie, of course. And again, Del Toro has his magical thing with everything fantasy and all of that coming together, helping this film become the big thing that it is now. It's good, but then again, I don't think that it will be.
No chance.
No.
Okay. Fourth movie. My favorite movie, and one movie that I actually want to win. Guesses.
Sentimental value.
Hamlet.
Okay.
Oh my god. One would be so much overwhelmed. I mean, in a good sense, at the end of the movie, one would be very sentimental at the end of the movie, and it sort of it sort of worked the original play Hamlet around in such a way that it will affect the viewer so emotionally.
Yeah. Oh, personally speaking, I didn't find the film to be much appealing. But then again, it's an adaptation. I haven't read the novel, of course. But the thing is that it's like when you talk about Shakespeare, you focus on the bard, right? But then again, we go back, we look at his family. That sort of a perspective.
The whole focus was on Anne Hathaway
Yeah,
or Agnes or whatever.
that
Focus. Yeah.
that focus is okay. That is okay. But come to the third act, I just lost my way. I don't know. It was very confusing to me. It was okay. Jessie Buckley, she did it.
Terrific job.
Terrific job, and it was perfect. But then again, I don't know. I couldn't connect to the film.
Maybe I think one would be okay with Act 1, 2, 3, but the final act.
Yeah, I mean,
30 minutes, last 30 minutes.
yeah,
It was something else.
it's a decent adaptation of the theater, and yeah.
And I mean, I think I should go read Maggie O'Farrell's Hamlet also.
Yeah, likewise, I also feel like I should read about that. But yeah, and it was good. But then again, I felt something is missing.
I understand. Any chances?
No, I mean,
Like there are better,
yeah,
could be.
I already mentioned the kind of thing that they want with this category. I mean, the Academy won with this category. I don't think Hamlet qualifies to be, it doesn't qualify to satisfy that. So
Yeah.
no,
All right. But I would want Hamlet to win. All right, let's jump to the next movie. This movie stands the best chance.
uh,
Guess.
Sinners.
No. Oh yeah, I mean it Sinners does stand a chance. Yes, definitely. But this movie might win actually. Marty Supreme.
Oh yes, of course.
Marty Supreme might win, but I was rather not that happy with the movie.
Yeah, I mean, Safdie brothers, if you follow the directors, they
Uncut Gems was recent.
yeah, they recently split up, and this is Marty is done by I think George Safdie, and Benny Safdie did the Smashing Machine. And, there's a difference, of course, but when you look at the past films, past projects from Safdie brothers, Uncut Gems, Good Time, you see the kind of trend continuing in this film.
There's a pattern there.
Yeah, there's a pattern there. This culture of hustling. You have this male characters going beyond the limit, out of their zones, trying to achieve something that they think they deserve, and that is something very interesting to watch. But then again,
And I'll tell you why
yeah,
I did not like the movie,
yeah,
because I'm
please.
done with watching American men hustling, making their way, whatever. The pattern is very repetitive.
Yeah, I mean that is valid, but then again, it's Timothy Chalamet doing all the antics and preparing, giving it everything for the role. I mean, this guy is absolutely brilliant.
That's true. That's true. He did a terrific job, and I think he might also win the best
Yeah,
actor.
last year he was in the nomination list for best actor, but he couldn't.
Bob Dylan.
Yeah, for Bob Dylan, the complete unknown. He did, a magnificent job because he had to emulate this character, this guy who was Behemoth. So that was there, and this year too he played almost a biopic, I would say, because Marty Moser was, it is based on a real life person. Then again, the kind of effort that goes into Timothy Chalamet's performance, preparedness, everything. When you count, when you count it, you could say that yeah, the film is good from the perspective of
Well
how
made. It was
yeah,
a well made
well
movie.
made, of course.
Well made American hustler
Yeah,
movie.
it
That's it.
was
Nothing more, nothing less.
everything was brilliant. Everything was just a breeze.
All right. Shall we jump to one movie that we watched from IMAX, and it was IMAX worthy?
Yeah, Sinners.
No. Yeah, I mean, like, it was definitely. I don't know, I think we watched in IMAX, but there's another movie that we watched in IMAX, On Battle After That.
Yeah,
I had a fantastic time watching the movie. I was edge of the seat.
yeah, completely agree with that observation because yeah, one bad
This
yeah,
that scene, you go to IMAX to watch that scene, the car chase scene. Yeah.
of
Yeah,
course.
I'm sorry, I interrupted.
No, it's no problem. The kind of excitement is exactly what gives the film value. I believe because Paul Thomas Anderson has this aura of films where you could see. I don't think any other film always would have this kind of appeal in the sense that it has zero effort. I mean, as someone in the audience, you won't need any kind of mental preparedness to sit through the film because it is a breeze. I mean, it just goes very fast and you wouldn't feel the runtime and it's
I mean, like, it goes very fast also, I think, because of the background music.
yeah.
Tuck, 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 that beat was
Yes,
there
yes.
all through the
And
movie.
add to that the a wonderful cast. You have
Yeah.
someone like Leonardo DiCaprio, Sean
Yeah,
Penn,
yeah, yeah.
Benicio del Toro, and
And I'll tell
it's
you something very unpopular. I've always thought that DiCaprio was a popular actor who may not be capable of pulling such roles. And but for the last 10 years, I've been watching, him experimenting a lot of roles. Ravan, and there was the Wall Street and this. So it's sort of different Leos here and there. And
yeah, I mean, the humor just comes to this guy very naturally, and he's very good at it. And
yeah.
it was nice. Yeah,
I like how he crosses his eyes like this.
yeah. I mean, of course, the one thing that stood out for me when we talk about One Battle After Another is the casting because we have this wonderful cast. I mean, the male actors very brilliant, and then we have Dana Taylor and Chase Infinity. All of them very good,
Fantastic.
very fine acting, and you don't need to talk about Paul Thomas Anderson. He has this history of making good films, and that is there. And again, this is an inspiration from Thomas Pynchon's Vineland, I guess.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah. So then again, he had to write it from
Scratch.
yeah, mix it up with the film and the intentional thing is there. And it was fine. It was brilliant. I like the movie, and it is again one of the popular films in the category. And I believe this one has the biggest chance of winning it. I guess. Yeah, it can.
It can actually.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's a strong contender.
You also think this could be PTA's weakest movie?
Yeah, depends on how you look at it because it's a popular film. I would say through and through, it's a popular film. You wouldn't compare it with, let's say, There Will Be Blood because that takes an effort. I mean, this one, it's just it's a breeze. I mean, you wouldn't compare it with that. Yeah, if you talk it from the perspective of art, this kind of artsy thing, then this would fall flat. I would say.
All right. Next is a movie that we've already discussed in the previous video.
Yeah.
Now we might then go in brief about this movie.
Yeah.
If you want to have a rather detailed If you want the movie, maybe go back to the previous video, The Secret Agent. It's again there in this list as well. The
Yeah,
Secret Agent.
I think last year also I'm still here.
It was there in both the lists.
Yeah.
Why does that happen? One movie in two lists.
And I think the Academy is trying to go for that balance.
Um,
You have this political film.
mhm.
You try to take everything in this category because this is a free for all category, I believe, because you have all
It
categories.
just has to go to be screened in America. How does
Yeah, yes, that is the same criteria for all the films. Like it had to be shown in one of the counties, like for number of leaves. Those rules are still there for every film, but like I said, the agenda of this category is to bring in various of films, right? So that is what I see in Secret Agent. The Secret.
Any chance? Best Picture?
I
I don't think so. Another movie we discussed in the previous video. You can definitely go back to that. I will put the link. Go back to the previous video if you want to have a rather detailed take on the movie. Sentimental value. Jo I can try again. Why do you think sentimental value is there in this list?
Uh, yeah, then again, going for that balance, I guess. You have this film about a family, and when you look at the list, you have films that are contemporary, that are set in the early 20th century, mid 20th century, and you have from something from Hamlet was there in the list, right?
Hamlet was there.
Yeah, so you have all these timelines coming together, and talk about contemporary family drama. I think that was the choice that Academy was going for. Yeah,
To win any chance?
no, I think the
We will
competition
talk
is
it might actually win the other award, the
yeah,
best international best picture award, but may not be this
yeah,
because
because the category, it caters to the popular.
but you never know actually because Academy Surprise Award Coda.
Yeah, yeah.
Coda, I mean, Coda is a good movie, and Coda, nobody expected Coda to win, but Apple was there. I mean, Apple was behind Coda, but it was a surprise to me. But we don't know.
Yeah, let's see.
Next movie,
Yes,
yes,
that is my favorite movie for the
oh my god, it was fantastic movie. It was everything that one would want to watch in IMAX. Yes, we did watch it in IMAX. That was one movie that everyone would love to watch.
Yeah.
Maybe everyone would love to win. I mean, would love this movie to win the
Best
Picture Awards.
It's brilliant. And when you talk about the director, Frank Coogler, he's someone who came from the Marvel fold, trying to make a film which is not an IP, not an IP thing. And this is good because you see a kind of pattern playing out in the beginning. You have these two twins who had this criminal past coming back to their home to start a business. And remember, this is taking place at a time when there is racial segregation. And yes, of course, this is a typical pattern, but this is where the brilliance of Ryan Coogler comes in because he tries to play it up, goes beyond the genre, breaks the conventions, and you get something new, get something very brilliant, and that is something I liked of the film. It's
If I give the genre, would that be a broad spoiler?
no, because I can't say because the film it goes beyond above and beyond uh, the genre. So that um, is something very interesting with the film. So I wouldn't say it's not a big deal, but
Maybe you want to break the
uh,
genre if you haven't watched the movie.
yeah, I guess people
Have
should be
already
given the
figured out.
opportunity.
Yeah. I was surprised.
Yeah.
I was surprised. Okay,
That is
this is not what I took the tickets for. This is a different genre.
Yeah,
Then it took a different turn.
and it gives you that moment of reflection because after the movie ended, I was like, oh, man, what is this? And yeah, I had to take a moment.
Music.
Yeah, the music was brilliant. Everything. I mean, that particular scene, everyone is talking about generational thing going happening in a musical setup, and that was brilliant.
I think it can also be classified as a musical drama.
Yes, of course.
Drama,
There are
thriller or
good songs, and the
yeah.
music was brilliant. Yeah,
I was so happy to listen to Roque Way to Dublin.
yeah.
And it's one of my favorites from
Will you go Lassie was also there.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Very nice.
Cool.
And yeah, but talking about the film, I mean, it was something new because I've never seen someone experiment with the genres. Also, staying true to the political aspect of it. When you look at it, it's about how a particular culture, blues culture, and it has to be one of the kind of symbolic aspects of black culture, and how that is being portrayed and how that gets challenged from external forces, and that was something very brilliant. I wouldn't go into the details. I would urge the people out there to watch the film, go in blind, and get carried away by
That's what one should do.
yeah.
One shouldn't prepare oneself for the movie because Um,
The
yeah,
experience is one of a kind.
yeah.
You should put yourself in a position to get proud of it.
Maybe if you live in a city with IMAX, maybe you can wait till
Maybe
till
a
March.
release.
There would be. I think there is one in our hometown
Yeah,
now. I mean, it's running again. So maybe if you want to watch it in IMAX, I think it's a very good pick
yeah.
to watch from IMAX. Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, he was, he was brilliant. I mean, to play the twins, he's playing it, the twin characters, Smoke and Stack. So he was very brilliant, and the kind of uh, the masculinity that he brings to the role, I would say, uh, and the kind of intensity, it was all there. Uh, yeah, so
Michael B. Jordan was fantastic, and I think he also nominated for the
yeah,
Best Actor award. And I think he might win as well. If not
yeah,
Timothée Chalamet,
yeah.
I think he has a better. I mean, maybe
Uh,
Chalamet versus Jordan. I think.
yeah, that is a possibility. I also believe, but yeah,
All right.
might be it. I don't know.
Okay. The movie chances, highest chances. Maybe.
Yeah, of course. I also believe. I personally also want Sinners to win because from the perspective of a best picture, you could understand the kind of thing that Ryan Coogler is going for. You have all these IP thing out there. You have all these franchise films out there.
What is IP?
Intellectual property kind of
Okay.
Marvel comics, DC comics, all those
Okay.
films that they are like in other many other forms, many other versions. Let's say adaptations.
Okay.
All of that comes under IP, and this one is new. I mean, he used these these formulas from the past, tried and tested formulas, of course. But then again, he tried to come up with something new.
It's very fresh in one sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is the interesting aspect, and that is something to look forward to. And I believe Sinners deserves to be the winner here. Yeah.
Same. I think. Say, I would be very happy if Sinners win the.
Yeah, the cinematography also it's nominated for cinematography. It was brilliant.
It was okay.
And then again, the portrayal of dusk, the night, everything, nightography, cinematography at night. Everything was
Play a part in carrying the story.
yeah, of course. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay. We'll move to the last movie. One. I mean, like I did like the movie, but I don't want this to win.
It's been
Train Dreams.
okay. So it's again an adaptation and novella.
Okay. A lot of people have been talking about Train Dreams actually. Netflix production, right? Was
Yes,
it produced by
Netflix.
somebody and then it was bought by Netflix.
Not sure about that, but it
I
is
watched it on
streaming on
Netflix.
Netflix.
I watched it on Netflix.
Streaming on Netflix, and it's a meditative, contemplative experience. I would
That's
say
true. That's true.
it's Joel and Curtin is a force of nature. You could feel that because the kind of effective. I don't know how to put it. It's very taxing to see the film. I mean, emotionally, there's a lot going on. The music is brilliant. The cinematography is brilliant. There is this changing terrain that is changing mood. Everything is changing throughout the film. I mean, it's an Americanization, going through the eyes of the main character, and it's brilliant in one sense. But I wouldn't say it would appeal to everyone out there. So less chances of winning it.
I mean, particularly like the movie because it sort of documents a history. Uh, I wouldn't say it was never recorded. It would have been definitely, but it sort of gives visibility to a history, let's say, of Americanization, of industrialization.
Yeah.
That was there, and particularly the role of migrant laborers in North Americas.
Yes.
So I think in that sense, the movie sort of was very successful in recording something substantial as this.
Yes, of course, and there is this long, history tradition of men, within the spaces of nature, right?
Correct.
So we have this logging culture going on, and then you see how suddenly you don't use your hands, you have these machines. The tools, the early tools are being, substituted with new modern tools, and which in a way maybe could be reflective of the kind of relationship that humans had with nature and is constantly changing, especially in a urbanized developmental urbanized zone in America. Industrialization, of course, and that is there. And I think the film was personally, I was entrapped. I mean, really engrossing film. I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, I have to. It makes me say the history of the history of the great America is the history of laborers.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So 10 movies. One pick. Which one would you pick?
Sinners, of course.
I have Sinner. I would want Sinners to win definitely. I would be very happy if Hamlet wins, but I don't think it would. Sinners, Hamnet, one battle after the other. And
Yeah, I mean, Sinners versus One Battle After Another. That
I
is
think that is going to be the final battle.
of course.
All right. So maybe 16th. When is the
I
event?
think it is on 16th.
Maybe March third week. So March third week, we'll find out who wins the best picture for the 2026 Academy Awards. Stay tuned then. Bye bye.
Bye.